Hey everyone, Gil here at Camppatton Family Compound. Well, I'm in the house and I'm getting ready to work in the garden, but there's some stuff I got to do in here first. And what it's for, those IBC totes that I've been making raised planter beds out of, well, a couple of the short ones, I need to have them light enough that I can move it with the tractor, with the forks, get in and pick it up, move it in and out of the shop. So I need to do some modifications for them. What I'm doing is I'm taking juice bottles and I'm going to glue the lids on so they're watertight, so it makes a space in the bottom of the container that's not taken up by dirt. Now you could say, well, why don't you just make the container shorter? Well, I need it up high enough so I'm not bending over that far. With my back and my knees and stuff, I don't want to be down on my knees working in the ground. I want these raised planter beds, they want to be raised. So what I'm doing is I'm raising the bottom up so the dirt in there and stuff is up higher so I can still work it, but it's not weighing a ton where I can't move it with the tractor. So what I have Gorilla Glue. This stuff foams up like a polyurethane and it becomes really hard and strong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bunch in one lid. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to take a Q-tip. I'm going to get a little on there and go around on the lid. Where I'm going is I'm going down in the bottom crack here. So where it makes contact against the lid, that's where it's going to seal up. And then I'm also going to put some on the threads too. So now that they're all done, I'm going to just put them back on bottles here. Good hard turn. Now I don't have to make sure that the bottles are dry. In fact, it's better to have a little bit, rinse them out, leave some of the water in them, because this glue is helped to be activated by moisture. So the fact that there's moisture in these bottles helps it to activate on the inside. All right, I'm going to leave this last one for later. Move this down here. And they don't just have to be those type bottles. They can be anything. Even the olive oil bottles that have kind of the snap fit on it, with just a little bit of thread here. It's just a little bit of thread around the side here. And so I can snap it on and screw it down and it'll seal up. You get a couple of these done. And I have a bunch of the Powerade and Gatorade bottles too to do. So we save these all year long. So I'm going to go ahead and pop all these off real quick and then we'll get back to it. All right, so I got them all done and now I'm going to take them outside and I'll show you what's going to go out there. So let's head on outside. All right, so I'm out here in the sun here and working on this. As you can see, these are the ones I did earlier. Got them laid out in the bottom of the IBC tote here. And the black piece of pipe here, what that is a piece of 4-inch ABS I cut in half. Laid it in there. I got some fabric material I can put over the top of this. Then I'll put in some dirt and some other stuff I'll show you here in a second. And what that does is that allows a space for takes away the dirt so it's not so heavy, and B, allows drainage around all the bottles and stuff so any excess water can drain out easily. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple more in here. All right, so what I have here in here is what I was in one of the other, this tote over here. So I'm shoveling it from there over to this one here. And as you can see, I got a good mixture of stuff. I got some of the good composting planter stuff. I got some of the rabbit manure and stuff from last year. If you check that video out. All right, so stage two. Stage one was putting the bottles on the bottom. 2 is putting the fabric and some dirt on it. Stage 3 is over here. Walk around over here. So this area out here, Brandon had cows out here, and right in here is where he dropped off the big, huge, 4-foot tall, 6-foot wide, 8-foot long bales of alfalfa. And he dropped it out here in different spots around here because the cows would start eating it one, get it down mostly gone, and start walking on it and pooping on it, so we have to bring another bale out. So there's a lot of alfalfa here that I can scrape up with with cow manure in it. Yeah, see, cow pies all over the place here. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the forks on the tractor, pick that up, bring it over here, and pitchfork a bunch of this stuff into it. Get about probably about 3/4 full, and then top it off with more of the dirt mix that was in the other container. So stand by while I get this done, and we'll get out of here in a minute. Well, a second for you, several minutes for me. Okay, so let's take a closer look what I just did out here, so you can figure out why I was doing what I was doing. If we had smell-o-vision, you'd know what I was doing. So, as you look at this stuff here, got a lot of manure down in here, straw, everything else here where the everything was getting stomped down in by the cows. The green stuff here is really nitrogen rich here, and so That's what I'm gathering up into a pile to put into, so I can shovel it into the IBC totes there, the ones over there that I was working on. And so basically I'm going to be making some super rich nitrogen and everything else filled soil for the plants to grow in. So let's go ahead and put the forks on and bring that other one over here, and I'll fill it up. Alright, so now I'm going to fill up the container a bit, and then I'll take it back over there and top it off with dirt. But as you can see, where I was pushing it up here in a pile, that's just looking pretty good there. So let's get at it. Oh, before I forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and click that little red subscribe button down below there. And when it turns gray, a little bell will pop up next to it. Go ahead and click the notification bell. That way you get notified every time I post a video. Alrighty? Oh, and don't forget, pound that thumbs up. One of the things I was doing when I was scraping up here, I was grabbing a little, like the top ½ inch of dirt to try and mix in with it. That dirt is really nutrient rich because the cows, as you can see, you know, when they eat, they poop and they pee. So all that liquid and stuff is going down into the soil, carrying the nutrients into the soil. So let's just scrape off a little bit off the top ½ inch and add this and help this out right away. That way it doesn't settle so much like the other ones I did last year, the half 55-gallon barrels I did over there and the IBC totes I did over there. You can see when I first filled them up, they were filled up to the top. By the end of summer, they were down 6, 8, 10 inches. Let's take it over there and fill it up with the other potting mix soil and see what we got from that. Alright, so let's get to work shoveling. And then once I get all the dirt shoveled out of there, I'm going to show you how I set that one up originally, which turned out to be a mistake as it was way too heavy for me to move it with the tractor when it was full. So this is what I did originally, and it was a mistake because I didn't have all those plastic containers to put in. What I had was a boatload of cobbles all over the place. So I put a layer of cobbles down to lift it up, give good drainage. Now if this was permanent in a place and not going to be moved around, this would be okay. But with the amount of cobbles in here, this probably weighs as much as that other one did when I was bringing it back around with all the other stuff added to it. Because these things weigh a ton. So I'm going to wrap this up here for now. And go get something to drink and take a break. Then later I'm going to come out here and I'll remove all the cobbles, and I'll try to remember to film it this time. Move all the cobbles, set this one up just like the other one, because I still have all those bottles there to go in here. So I'll get this one all cleaned up and done. Take it over there, fill it up with the alfalfa, cow poo, and cow urine dirt. Get it all up, ready to go. And once I have all these topped off, see on these barrels here, they were all down below that line on the side right there. And I dug all this dirt out of these and put them in there. So I'll be moving some of that dirt back over here to fill these up, and then we'll call it good. Alrighty, so that's it for now. I don't want to keep this going too long. And just like to remind everybody, stay happy, stay safe, stay prepared. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to watch the last 20 seconds here. I got some videos that you might be interested in seeing. Take care.